We are making these calls because we want to spread a message. We want to spread a message, or I want to spread a message around the whole freaking globe. And it doesn't matter. I'm not speaking about trading. In these calls, I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about how you should make money. I'm talking about different perspectives of life that you can apply to your life to be able to, I don't know, live your life to the fullest, to be able to reach your goals within trading, reach your goals within your marriage, reach your goals within your personality aspect, right? So the whole situation about it is for you to grab that small piece of information and make it your own. Apply that to your life and understand that we need to develop, we need to learn new stuff to be able to take the next step in life. And I see a common mistake in this society. And I'm not telling I won't, try to be the president. I won't try to rule the world. That's not the goal here. But what I do want to try, or not even try, I'm gonna do it. I will try to change the system, and if that is not working, I will create a new system. And what kind of system am I talking about? You who know me, you have been listening to me. What kind of system do I want to change? The educational system. The fucking educational system. It's just so wrong. It's just so wrong because I am a failure. Like, look at me. I'm a failure. I'm a failure to the whole society. The society tells me that I am a failure because I can't apply for a job because I don't have a formal education from the school, right? And I saw something. Who was posting that? Fuck, I'm seeing so good stuff, but I'm forgetting to save it. Was it you, Albin? Maybe. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyways, it was basically a guy who was doing like this joke, and he was like telling from one side he has dollar signs on the glasses, and he was telling the other him, and he said, "I want to become rich," and the other guy says, "Yeah, then you have need to go to the school," and then he says, "But I want to be rich," and then he says, "Oh, you gotta do, you gotta go to college, but I want to be rich." And then the next was something else, right? So the whole point, you gotta get a degree, and then the next thing was you have to have a scholarship or whatever, and then you gotta get a job, or then you gotta get a job where you get paid 50K a year. And this is where I won't speak about money because money is not the situation here. It's about you fulfilling your own passion. Okay. And what I mean about this is that money shouldn't be your goal, because if money is your goal, you're choosing by your mind and by your wallet instead of actually choosing from your heart. The money will come to you by you doing something that you actually like. Like, I love what I do. Even if I get less paid, even if something happened and I don't get paid during a certain time, I will still keep on doing it. Of course, I have bills to pay. Of course, I have things to do, but I love what I do. And then what do? I help and coach people to develop their own mindset, to be able to learn different sources of income streams so they can take control over their own future, and not control their future, but to be able to take control over what's happening now, to be able to follow the future. Because you maybe have a destiny, or you maybe have a dream to do something, but there is always one thing that will keep you a little bit away from it, and that is the money, right? And then we come into the successful part of entrepreneurs or people in school. They have the same kind of objective which they need to control, and that is the discipline slash motivation, right, slash dedication. So do you know that even when you're going to school, maybe you're not motivated at all. I was not motivated, and I see a lot of people who are not motivated, right? But what happens? You know that you need to go to school, because if you don't go to school, you will lose your job, you will lose your grades, right? You won't get any grades, and then you won't be able to get a job, and you won't be able to move from home. So now there is two things that motivate a person, and I want you to write these down. There is two things that motivate a person. The wish to go somewhere or get something, the wish to get something, or the fear of losing something. There is two ways the society or the universe or the world is motivating us. Yes, rädslan från eller längtan till. The fear of losing something or the wish to get something, the urge to get something, the possibility, the thoughts to get to something or get somewhere. And I want you to reflect over your own life and see what kind of those two objects is actually moving you forward. I'm speaking in English, so I don't really care if nobody doesn't understand Swedish. Doesn't really make sense. I'm just replying to some Swedish comments in the chat. But anyways, the quote here is the wish to get something or the fear of losing something. And I want you to reflect over what kind of motivation are you thriving upon right now? What kind of motivation do you have when you go to work? What kind of motivation do you have when you wake up in the morning? Do you set your alarm clock with the thoughts and the feelings of, oh, yuck, I don't want to go up tomorrow at 6 a.m. to jump on a cold car and drive to work, right? It's my work is okay. It's nothing maybe that I want to do, but it's all right. Why you say it's all right is because you get good paid or you have good coworkers. That's those two things. Like I've been working in different areas, in different perspectives, but I understood one thing. That is, I rather get less paid and have a good environment with good coworkers and having less paid. And I'd rather go there, right? I'd rather go there with a good environment, good coworkers, good relationships, but less paid. Than the other way around, where I get good paid, but I hate my coworkers. I hate my coworkers, and I get good paid. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, right? So, what would you choose? Number one, an environment where you love your environment, you love your coworkers, right? But you get less paid. Or you get more paid in the section number two here, but your coworkers sucks and you feel, bullied at work. You feel unconscious at work. You don't want to go there. Like you have a thing in your stomach that just tells you like, "Ah, I don't want to go there. Most of the people choose number one. I don't know if you can have two full-time jobs. Show me how you do that, and then you will probably be very very successful because then you can manage time or work super super hard and don't sleep, and that you can do for 2 years, but then you will run out because you won't treat your body as it's supposed to, and you won't treat your body as a temple, and then you will go. In Swedish we have a saying or a thing. You go Guinevegen. It's like in you burned out. You're totally burned out, and we say you walk into the wall. When you're completely burned out, and that is not where you want to go, and that is not the thing you need to do to become successful. Working hard, but you gotta work smart, because if working hard will make you successful, then I would see, and we will see, every single concrete worker, every single rough, concrete worker, labor worker driving around in a Bentley. Isn't that so? Hello, right? If working hard is paying you millions, my dad would be a billionaire. But he's kind of broke, you know. My mom would have a good pension, and my mom next year will get paid $710 más o menos. $710 every single month is what the Swedish government will give my mom after she has been working her whole life, building up two companies, having her own zoo pet store, working at like four different works for 10 years, It's crazy. $710? You know what her rent is in Spain? My mom lives in Spain. Do you know what her rent is? Her rent is $750 or euros. So it's even more. It's almost $800. And she will get paid 7,100 Swedish value. Do you get that? Is that okay? No, the inflation is just increasing and it's happening things with the money, and we are not getting paid the way we should. But now, I don't want to talk about money. I just want to give you a perspective of, if you are not controlling your own life or controlling your own actions, because what is a result? A result is basically several of thousands of daily actions compounded together, and that is creating a result. So we have to dig deeper inside of this philosophy of result. What kind of results do we want to get? What kind of motivation do we want to have? Because motivation, förbrukningsvara på engelska, vad är det? Hjälp mig. It's fuel that will run out. All right, motivation is your fuel to walk forward, but that is fuel that will run out of gas, right? So motivation is temporary. Motivation is something that runs out. Exactly as if you're on a road trip and you're driving your car and you see that your fuel is turning low, you know, even if you're tired, even if you want to go to your destination faster, you know by dedication and by discipline that I need to turn right on the next stop to the next gas station to get more fuel. Otherwise, I will stop 1 kilometers, 2 kilometers before my destination hits, right? Which means your mind is telling you, I need to do this. Otherwise, I won't ever be able to get there. So you drive into the next right and you go to the gas station. You're tired, you buy a coffee, whatever, you gas up your car, and then you drive away. That pause, that little small pause, will make you go to your destination by automatic, because now you have the currency, you have the power of actually getting there. Because if your fuel runs out, you ain't going nowhere, and to push the car 2 kilometers, that is hard, you know. So what I'm trying to tell you here, guys, is that for you to be able to change your environment and change your life, if you're not happy with where you are right now, and it's completely fine to be happy where you are right now, and you should be, you shouldn't say that you hate your life. You shouldn't say that I don't like myself. You shouldn't be disrespectful for everything that you have in your life. You should be grateful for it. But that doesn't mean that you can urge or wish to get something else and thrive to go there. And that small little thing about thriving forward is about you understanding where you want to go and removing the emotion of motivation. Did you get it? For you to be able to go where you want to go, you need to make a decision to remove the emotion of motivation, because motivation is an emotion. It's a feeling where, oh, I'm motivated today. I'm gonna go out and grind. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm this. I'm that. Whatever it is. You're like so motivated today, but tomorrow you ain't that motivated. So what you gonna do? What are you gonna do tomorrow? You're gonna chill. You're gonna lack. So the day that you were motivated will be removed for the day that you lack, because you lacked motivation. But if you keep on understanding that motivation is not the key that will make you go forward, is the dedication of understanding that discipline is your number one fuel and number one vehicle to move forward, then your goal is not that hard to get. Then it's all numbers. For me to be able, like, I see people are like, Kimmy, I want to try meditation. And I'm like, sit down for 10 minutes or 7 minutes, and just close your eyes, focus on your breathing. Just in, out, count. In, one, in, out, two, in, three, out, four, in, five, out, six, in, seven, out, eight, in, eight, nine, out, 10. And then start over again. 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 to 10. Do that for 7 minutes straight, and then your alarm clock goes and you race up and you keep on going with your day. And they're like, but that didn't help me. No, it didn't help you the first 6 months, for an example. Or maybe it helped you the second month. Or maybe after 2 weeks, it's all up to you. But I see people like, they're texting me like, Kimmy, I want to learn meditation. And I said, okay, you got to sit down for several minutes every single day. And then the next day, they're like, whoa, I said 2 hours meditation yesterday, and it was super nice. Like, dude, I have almost never, ever been meditating for 2 hours. That amount of time that you sit down and connecting with yourself is not what will make you go into a special state or reflecting or coming to some kind of realization. It's not about the time. It's the exact same in your success. It's not about the time you can work in one cycle. Working 22 hours a streak, yeah, maybe in your launch, but working 22 hours in a streak every single day, it's not possible. Sitting in meditation every single day, 2 hours, yes, but then you're a monk, and then you've dedicated yourself to that. So, what I'm telling you now is for you to understand that the small things, the devil is hidden in the details. I used to say that, but I also say the highest bliss and the highest success is hidden in the details. So, how you do the small things is how you do everything. How you do the dishes is how you do your presentations. How you respect your mom is how you respect your business partners. Do you feel what I mean? So not everything is about motivation. And I see many people, and let's go even back even more before the motivation, before the dedication, okay? You guys in this call, I would say maybe 130 of 166 people is is in the business. They have taken the decision to actually learn a new skill set to be able to move forward and do something else in their life. Now, I want you to understand that sometimes we need to do stuff we don't like. We need to do stuff we're not feeling comfortable doing because we're touching an area which is completely new for us. And let's take this. I have a small kitten, right? A cat. And in our home, she's running around. She's super, super crazy. She's super playful. She's super fun, right? But when we take her outside, we tried it a few times. We're taking her outside now because eventually she's going to be outside. Now, when we take her outside, she's like touching and like, oh, you know, like, okay, it's cool. I can walk there. And then like, the next foot and like, oh, what's that? And then she's walking. It's like super slow. And the smallest sound, she's like running back in again. That's you, my friend. It will take her a long time before she can stroll around outside here and be comfortable with it. Because at our home, it's her comfort zone. So she gotta be used to going outside. She gotta be used to the smell, taste the grass. She gotta see a frog. What's that kind of animal? And then she sees a iguana or whatever. She's gotta be comfortable with this. But she needs to push herself. And by curiosity, the animal brain is moving forward. And I watched a movie yesterday together with my beautiful partner, and the movie's name is, what's the name of the movie? No, The Message of the Octopus or something. Oh, the Octopus, my teacher. So I want you to watch this movie. Octopus is, well, My Octopus Teacher. It's a documentary, and it's one of the most beautiful movies I ever seen. I can tell you, this is about a guy. Okay, this is about a photographer, a person who make movies, a photographer, right? And he lost completely. He lost his motivation. He lost his inspiration. He's lost his. I'm not gonna spoil it. Don't worry. He lost his motivation and dedication to do movies and all of that. And then he moved to Africa because he were in Africa back in the days shooting a movie, and he really liked the people there. And they traced animals, and they were completely engaged into it. And he moved there with his family, and he was there every single day. He started to swim, and you will see the movie. Started to swim, and while he was in the water, he's starting to document every single algae that was in the water, every single animal, every single snail, octopuses, fishes. He's starting to document them. And one day he found an octopus. Wow, beautiful. He took a picture. Next day he came again, the same octopus. The next day again, the same octopus. Next day again, the same octopus, the same octopus. And he would count the days for almost a year. This documentary is going on for 1 year and is 1.5 hours. And it's so beautiful because he goes in the water with no motivation. He leaves the water after a year, creating a friendship and a bond together with the octopus. And they're completely playing with each other. They're getting to know each other. And he tells a story, and totally gives you the perspective of the animal cycle of life underwater, a complete new world. Every single sense, this octopus, because an octopus is actually a mollusk, right? It doesn't have a spine. An octopus doesn't have a spine. It's just something wibbling, right? And every single, I don't know what the name is, this sucking thing on their tentacle or whatever the name is, I don't know. But every single thing, sucking prop, you know, every single small thing is like having a finger, because a octopus doesn't have one brain. A octopus think, feel, and act through their whole body. Every single this thingy is a small piece of their brain. They think, feel, and act according to their whole body. And they create a relationship. And what I understood by that movie, and what really really caught me, is that we tend to be so narrow minded in our own comfort zone that we are not walking into a new species of world, or finding new species, or a new environment, or a new world. That's why I'm telling you guys now, when you have started I Am Mastery Academy, or the Born Rich Nation, or the Empire, or whatever it is, you have made one good decision to actually step outside of your comfort zone, to learn something new, to use your finger and touch something else. But I dare you to go out and try other things. Try yoga, try different things that you are completely judgmental for you to be able to understand that your soul is actually a brain. We normally have one brain, but we speak about having two brains, the stomach and the normal brain, right? But you have three brains. You have your soul, you have your stomach, and you have your mind. And you are not training anything except your stomach right now, and not for the better half, for the brain part. You're only training the weight, because the only thing you're doing is basically either eating when you're feeling a feeling, or when you're thinking, or when you're like, I'm feeling for something. You go to the fridge. We've been speaking about this. Type the number 8 in the chat if you remember. I've spoken about this before. The sensation of the stomach, the gut feeling, the mind, the monkey mind, where we doesn't want to sit with our mind. So what do? We go to the fridge. We open the fridge and like, it's nothing there. 5 minutes later, we go there again and like, oh shit, nothing just popped up in my fridge. That's weird. I thought that how a fridge works, you know. Next time you go to another cabin and you're like, no chips. Same as yesterday. Why didn't it popped up any chips in my cabin, right? That's not how it works. You need to go out, buy it, and put it there. So what I'm trying to tell you, and this is a story, and I will go into the end. You will understand everything in the end. Motivation is fake, because what will bring us forward is our clear intention with a amount of dedication, and it's complete two different things. Motivation is the thing that keeps you highly engaged in what you're doing. The motivation is the thing that feel like, oh nice, like drawing a picture. It's super fun in the start, but then after halfway done, you're like, I don't have energy more, I don't want to do it no more, but you want to finish it. I want you to train your mind and train your body and spirit to actually be done with a certain tasks. And that is actually trying new things in your life, because when you try new things, you meet new people and you go into a new environment. When you go into a new environment, you learn more about yourself. So I will go into a new environment which I haven't been to ever in my life this weekend. Me and my partner, we will go up to the mountains next to a volcano in the mountains of Monteverde. It's a cloud jungle. It's cellular reception. Fuck that. I will be completely off grid for a couple of hours while I'm up there, and it's a jungle. We will be there for 3 days with people who has been in the jungle for 20 years. We will be with those people and understanding different ways of ceremonies. We will understand different ways of thinking, understanding how the animal world works in the nature. Because we and he said something. Wait, Malu, what did he say? Han sa någonting. We are not um we are a part of this world, not visiting. Not of this, we are. So he said a great sentence. Yes, Elias. So he said a sentence, and write this down. And I think it's correct. You have to watch the movie again. I'm gonna watch it several times. But the sentence is, vad sa jag alldeles nyss? One thing that the octopus taught me was that we are not visitors. We're not visitors of this world. We're all off. We're a part of this world. There we go. Fuck yeah, man. There we go. What's that? We are not visitors of this world. We are a part of this world. We're not visitors of this world. We are a part of this world. There we go. And it's so freaking big, you know, it's just crazy how you can just understand it. Like, check it out. We are not visitors. We are not visiting this world. We are a part of it. But right now, when I look outside, I see people working and building concrete stuff, tearing down basically the jungle and just putting concrete everywhere and just, you know, building up their own society. We are visiting instead of actually being a part of it. We're acting like we are visiting this earth, and we are not. That's why I'm telling you guys. Do you think this octopus needs to be motivated to chase their own food during the night? You need to choose, but fuck, dude, I'm not motivated today. I'm gonna chill during my stone, under my stone. I'm gonna chill today with my octopus friends. That's not how she thinks. Dude, can you go get me that? Or I wish I had some fish right now. That do you think a jaguar thinks like that? Do you think a monkey thinks like that? Do you think a cat, like, guys, you are a kind of an animal. Your body works in the same way. We nurture ourselves in the same way. That's why a animal need to be moving forward even if they don't know where they are. That's why I'm telling you, if you are not in any kind of business today, if you haven't tried anything new, I dare you to try and go out and do something you never ever done before, to understand something you never ever have been before, right? So the octopus never met a human being in there ever. Like, it's not normal. And then after several days they met, they understood that, okay, the octopus, like, okay, this human is not dangerous. I will reach out my arm. And he just hold his arm still, and the small little thing just touched his hand and then moved away. Like, okay, we cool, bro. The human is okay. And then he keeps on moving, taking his whole hand and just moving up his body, you know, after several months, moving up. In the end, he's holding the octopus like this, and they're friends. And I don't want to spoil the end, but the end is so much more beautiful. And it's so crazy because he's moving with his camera. He's in the water several hours every single day, and he's moving with the camera and watching a shark trying to eat the octopus. And he's like, fuck, I want to chase away the shark. I want to chase away the shark so he's not going to eat my friend. And he tells himself, no, I won't chase the shark away because I won't interfere in the cycle of the nature. I won't interfere in the cycle of nature. So he cries while he's watching the shark basically attack the octopus, right? Tear apart one of his arms. And he's crying, he's going up completely devastated, and he's feeling the love for his son in his human son, you know, and he's working. And I'm not spoiling, you will see it, you will understand it. It's like, I'm just telling you the parts that he's talking about before you even see it. So focus on what I'm telling you instead, dude. So what happens is when he goes out, He's like thinking about his wife, he thinks about his son, he thinks about all the emotion, he's crying, and he can't stop thinking about this octopus. And he goes down the second day, and the octopus is just completely like tired, lifeless, and so sad. And she's in the den, and just trying to recover. And he goes there every single day, and he tries to feed her open shells and gives her to, like, come on, eat. And she's eating a little bit, but she's too tired, and she just lie completely still for several days. Now I won't tell you more, but you will see. And it's completely beautiful what's happened after that. Okay. But what is the moral of this story? The octopus doesn't need motivation to run away from a shark or swim away from a shark. The octopus doesn't need motivation to fetch their own food. The octopus doesn't need motivation. It is in their blood, it's in their veins. In exactly the same way as it is in your veins. If you didn't have food in your school, if you didn't have a grocery store to go to, if you didn't have all that fucking luxury that you have right now, it would be in your veins as well. And there is. So now, instead of you going on with a spear or a machete on the next supermarket you go to, I'm not telling you to chase humans here. I'm not telling you to go rampage on some people here, or rampage on animals for that case. We're not, number one, built to eat meat. We're built to eat green food. But anyways, the moral of the story here is for you to understand that what your desires comes from your within, and for you to understand them, you need to find where you want to go, where you are curious, and try different path, try different food, exactly the same way as an octopus. You know what they do? They take a shell, a shell they find in the water, and they put him below them. And a octopus has like a small screwdriver inside of them. A small, tiny piece of a screwdriver is what they have that can basically go through stone. And what the octopus is doing is they put in that screwdriver or the burr, and they put into the shell, getting in the snail, right? Getting in the snail shell and like tasting it and like, oof, is this something that I can eat? No, it's not. And then they leave it be and they walk away. Completely harmless for the snail, completely harmless, harmless for the animal that they're approaching. So they are touching different things. And an octopus has a brain to save and storage information exactly as our human brain. So they storage and they remember what smell, what taste, how it look, every single shell they find, and they now know what kind of things they can eat. The same way for you. If you want to live in another country, you need to first visit, you need to first try to travel, you need to first try to work a little bit of money so you can move forward. I'm telling you guys, what you think life is about, that's not it. Life is about an exploration. It's about you exploring and creating memories. But right now, you are stuck in a vast space of just silence. And this vast space of silence I'm speaking about is the society. The society keeps you aligned in a certain way for you to move forward in a certain direction which they want you to. Go to school, get good grades, after that buy a car with the money that your parents worked for 50 fucking years, and now you're gonna buy a car which you're gonna smash another car into, and then you're gonna want insurance money which your dad and mom also paid fucking taxes for, you know, because you wanted to go to McDonald's 1 a.m. in the night. Or maybe you're gonna buy an apartment and live in, which is the most stupid thing you can ever do, you know? Or maybe you take all your savings and you go and travel, which is much better than buying a car or buying an apartment if you're not gonna rent them out or sell them. But I'm telling you, life is about you. You are the octopus. You are here to explore, to create, to touch new things, for you to create memories and experiences, to then lie on your deathbed and tell yourself that I had a fucking amazing life, even if you die poor. Because dying is not something bad, you know? dying is something that is complete fucking beautiful. It's the highest form of DMT release you can ever find. And I'm looking forward to the time where I will die. And I'm not saying like, oh, I want to die. That's not the thing. I'm just using my time on this planet Earth for as long period of time as I can to explore as much things as I can and leave behind me a legacy where people can thrive without nobody fucking judging them, no matter what degree they have, no matter what line they went to, no matter what color of the skin they have, no matter what kind of sex they like, no matter what kind of relationships they have, no matter if it's a he, she, that, it, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are your only creator. And I'm not talking in a God form when I say creator. I'm talking about you create what's happening. Something made this flowers, this nature grow, right? Something made that happen, right? But I'm telling you, for you to use that, for you to be aligned with that, is for you to try new stuff. I'm afraid or not afraid. I just feel that it's a little bit scary to be in the water deep in the ocean. I'm a little bit. And Malu, she's like, she loves it. She's a free diver. She loves to free dive. If I could choose of going into the deep ocean or jumping from an airplane, I would jump from the airplane. Like I love heights. I love the adrenaline of just my dream is wingsuit. My dream is to jump several 300 jumps to get a wingsuit and then just like a bird. That's my kind of red jam. That's my thing. I go get completely immersed with it. I love it. But when she was watching the movie yesterday, she couldn't sit still. She was like, oh, I need to go into the water. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's two types of perspective. That's two types of needs. She will jump even if she don't want to. She will jump from an airplane with me, trust me. you know and I will go into the deep ocean with her. And I'm not afraid of it because I want to experience. And I'm not talking about, yeah, I'm going to try to fly from a skyscraper without a parachute. That's just stupidity. And it's a complete other worse. But now, what will motivate me to do those stuff? What will motivate me to go there? Because you have something that is an unmotivator. Because when you think about traveling, the first thing that comes up in your mind is, oh, I don't have the money for it. Oh, I don't have time for it. I'm stuck at my job. And maybe I can apply for some free time next year around April if I'm lucky. And if they agree to that, maybe I can go to a spa for 2 hours or something. If my boss says that's okay. So if you want to keep being in that mentality of a prison without bars, you can. But you will always be the one who chooses what you want to do. You are born rich in imagination. You are born rich in creativity. You are born rich in talent. And that's those three things is the only thing you need for you to be able to do the stuff you never ever done before. But you need to have a leap of faith. And that could be buy an academy for 160 or for $199. It could be buying a course online. It could be doing some kind of study. It could be, and I'm not telling you guys, my dream is not to become a professional trader. Do you understand that? My dream is not, but I love trading. Why? Not because I love the graphs or I love the charts or I love trading view or that's not the thing. I am so grateful for I Am Mastery Academy for teaching me trading. So now I can duplicate my money with the skills of trading. So the trading is my vehicle. It's my vehicle to get there. So I am dedicated, not motivated, because I'm not. Sometimes I don't even think it's fun to trade, but I love it. Why? Because I know it moves me forward and closer to my goals. And then sometimes it's fun. And then sometimes I need to educate myself. And sometimes I'm doing wrong things and I'm over leveraging and I'm, doing bad stuff and I'm stressing in and I'm jumping in on a FOMO entry. That happens to even Matthew Thayer. And these kind of information that you get right now is for you to understand that the life that you have around you is a complete reflection of your inside. And understand this before we end. Everything that you have around you right now, the boyfriend, girlfriend, or none at all, the money that you have in your bank account, how secure you are in yourself, in a love relationship, in a money situation, in a fight, whatever it is, it's a complete reflection of how you feel of yourself inside. Everything that you have around you, every circumstances where you live, how how good is your relationship with your family and friends, all of that is a complete reflection of how much you love yourself. Because if you would love yourself enough, you would do it with a smile on your face and you would love to fail. You would love to fail. You would love to try to touch a landmine, metaphorically. I am urging to go into my next investment and maybe fail, because from that failure, maybe I meet a person that will change my life. Maybe I will meet a person who will introduce me to another person who will help me to build what I want to build. And now I will tell you in 2 minutes, I will tell you what I will do, and hopefully I will see you there. And hopefully in 1 year, in 2 months, in 12 months, no, it's not even, it's 6 months, but in 12 months from now, in 1 year, hopefully if everything works as planned, write this down. I will open up a way. It's basically a retreat in Costa Rica, which is called the Born Rich Retreat, which will be for everybody within I Am Mastery Academy, for you to be able, and then you got to be an I Am Mastery Academy student, gone through the basics, for you to come to Costa Rica. You get paid stay, you get yoga, you get meditation, you get surfing, and 6 hours a day, you get complete trading education. It's a fast training, fast course of trading where you will be here for basically 2 weeks in a row. You pay an amount, you will get stay, yoga, meditation, all of it. Basically, a spiritual retreat, a leadership retreat, a network marketing retreat, and trading retreat. So the whole I Am Mastery Academy environment sucked into a 2 week fucking retreat together with all the beautiful people I found here. My end goal, or my goal, my long-term goal is to buy a land where I will build bungalows, basically, where I can host basically 30 to 50 people. But now I'm already speaking to some lodges. I was already speaking to some people which can have the capacity to have all of that people. It will be fucking amazing. And I don't give an F which team you're in. I don't give an F which cross line or sideline. I don't care. It's for every single soul that want to educate themselves. And it's not gonna be for a crazy amount of money. It's gonna be so we can walk it around, so it can be still profitable, so I can keep on doing it and expanding, because the vision is in 5 years to have it ongoing, where people can come 3 times a year for a 2 week retreat. Doof, doof, doof. And then maybe we're expanding and we can host 300-400 people. Imagine, it's fuck yeah. It's completely crazy. Yeah, that's it, people. I gotta go and fix my hair. And tomorrow, and people, for everybody's information, tomorrow I'm leaving and I will be back in basically 4 days or something, and ready to rock and roll. It will maybe happen because my team, my Swedish team, and some other people is coming to Costa Rica the next week. So they are coming here. I have 17 business partners coming here. We're rented big houses. We have a super beautiful, they have yoga, meditation, surfing. So now we're trying it out. And then we got to do it for real. So maybe some mentors of yours is going to bring you to Dubai. I'm bringing you to the hippie lifestyle for you to actually connect with yourself, bitches. You know, because you don't even know. I'm saying bitches with love. So guys, peace out, much love, take care, and ciao, ciao.